Hey everyone. November recently ended, so time to talk a little bit about what I got over the month. First up is the big purchase. Did an individual video on this, so I'll go over this quickly. Godzilla, the Showa era films, 1954 to 1975. Criterion's Spine number 1000 release, featuring the first 15 movies in the franchise with information on the films themselves, as well as 8 Blu-ray discs covering them, as well as featuring some nice extras. Really happy to get this, although understandably some people's opinions are rather mixed on the physical design and what's featured on it. But I was still very happy to get it. Next up, the Blu-ray release of the Good Omens miniseries, based on the acclaimed Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett novel about an angel and a demon who've come to enjoy their lives on Earth and hope to avert the apocalypse. Series is highly enjoyable. Keeps a lot of it the same, but also changes things when appropriate overall. Not necessarily for everyone, but it's a very good time of drama and comedy and some pretty profound themes, as you might expect from subject matter like this. Sorry. Of course, the next issue of IDW's Transformers reboot with issue 14. Written, as always, by Brian Ruckley, and with art by Anna Malkova and Bethany McGuire-Smith. Mainly covering a complicated standoff between members of security operations, the Rise, and the Ascenticons. So, pretty interesting bits of action and suspense. Of course, continuing the Criterion purchases, given the fall sale that recently ended. Got the new release of The Day Trippers, released in 1996, written and directed by Greg Mottola. It's kind of comedy drama about a woman whose family comes up to help her investigate her husband possibly having a girlfriend, an affair of some kind. So thought that might be an interesting little pick. Next is Insomnia, released in 1997, directed by Eric Sjöberg, I believe that's how it's pronounced. I think Norwegian sort of crime thriller about a detective, or maybe Swedish, Scandinavian anyway, about a detective investigating an important case, but also kind of confronting his demons, all the while under the midnight sun of the region. Liked this when it aired on TV, so of course I also got the DVD release of Steven Universe the movie. the sort of in-between point of the original cartoon and the upcoming sort of epilogue series of Steven Universe Future, taking place 2 years after the Change Your Mind story arc, in which things seem overall peaceful, both on Earth and the Gem homeworld, until a vengeful Gem threatens the planet and especially Steven himself. Includes some nice behind-the-scenes extras, as well as, of course, the highly enjoyable, nostalgic movie, so very nice to have. From Dark Horse, the next part in The Legend of Korra, Ruins of the Empire, with part 2. Written by Michael Dante DiMartino, art by Michelle Wong. Sort of the political transition is underway to turn the Earth Kingdom democratic, but waiting for a sneeze there, sorry. But of course there are some dangerous obstacles in the way of that, especially with there still being some loyalists to Kuvira's Earth Empire. Sorry. These next 3 films are all by the same directors, Michael Powell and Emmerich Pressburger. All very acclaimed dramas of theirs. So first up, from 1946, A Matter of Life and Death. Sort of fantasy drama about a man trying to make his case to continue his life even though he was meant to die. Sort of a religious personal journey in Black Narcissus from 1947, about a group of nuns in the Himalayas. And from 1948, The Red Shoes, a ballet story based on the Hans Christian Andersen tale. Besides being curious about these interesting stories overall, also got these because they're the first 3 films that the directors made that came out in the years after World War II, so it's kind of fitting in that way. Let's see. Next up, of course, the booster packs I got for Transformers trading card game. 3 from Wave 2, Rise of the Combiners. 3 from Wave 3, Siege 1. With the include character cards being an extra air raid, an extra dead end, off-road, another Raider Trigger Happy with Private Flak, Raider Ion Storm with Raider Visper, and Captain Ironhide with Private Stakeout. And of course the 7 battle cards in each Wave 2 pack and 6 battle cards in each Wave 3 pack. And my final Criterion purchase for the sale, which was 1958, A Night to Remember, directed by Roy Ward Baker. An almost docudrama style telling of the sinking of the Titanic. And while it still takes like cinematic liberties with like composite characters and kind of adjusting events. It's still regarded to this day as being very accurate amongst the media portrayals of the disaster. So, be quite an interesting watch. There's the sneeze. And from IDW, the next issue of Transformers Galaxies, now at issue 3. Like before, written by Tyler Blazinski, art by Livio Romandelli. Continuing the story of the Constructicons and shedding more light on kind of the risks they posed as a team and as Devastator, showing the events leading to their current exile. Make sure I got everything before this. And I also found the last 6 of the Wave 2 Blind Pack Bots figures. First up we have PB Jr., Overpeck, and Sandy Man. Then the Detangler, Frizzle Fry, and Dumb Beats. Of course, goofy little single-packed figures. Dumb Beats is my favorite of this assortment. Sorry for the second sneeze. Of course, the little red drum set. Flip down the chest to reveal the head. Flip out the legs. And angle out the arms. So there's the little guy. Have a similar appeal, of course, across all of them, while looking very different, of course. Also, bit of a delayed purchase. Saw them a few months back, but just now got them. The Wave 3 Battle Masters from Transformers War for Cybertron Siege, Caliburst, and Smashdown. Little Decepticon robot turns into a gun. Little Autobot Minotaur robot that turns into a Warhammer. Of course, they also come with little effects pieces, little stream of energy of some kind, and cool big hammer impact sort of piece. And finally, also the Wave 3 Micromasters with the Decepticons Blackjack and Hyperdrive. They'll turn into little sports cars, and they're pretty cool, as well as combining into kind of a cheesy but optional, like double-sized blaster for a bigger figure to wield. So I think I covered everything pretty decently. Was primarily a month of movies and TV, but still a few comics, toys, and games. Just checking over again. I got the Criterion stuff, a few comics, a few non-Criterion stuff, and the Transformers things. So yeah, that's it for this month's stuff. So I'll see you in early January to talk about the December purchases and noteworthy Christmas gifts. See you later, folks.